All right, today ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is in KwaMhlanga in Mpumalanga to mobilize support ahead of the January 8 statement. Let's take you live there now.
Do with matters of development here in this area that have to do with how we can enhance a good working and deepen a good working relationship between the various levels of government which the kingship can continue working with. At national level, we want to enrich and deepen our relationship, and I'm rather pleased that I've had time to meet with His Majesty the King to discuss a variety of those issues. And at provincial level, the kingship continues to work with our provincial government, and there are quite a number of issues which we also touched on, which need to be finalized and to be completed. So the discussions were very fruitful and wide-ranging, and this is in the course of our visit here to Mpumalanga to do our pilgrimage. I informed the King that we, as usual, when we hold our January 8th celebrations, we have a pilgrimage attached to that whole process of celebrating, and we visit our kings, we visit our former leaders, alive or departed, just to exchange views and also just to outline the work that the ANC is doing. So this has, to me, been a very good moment. I was warmly received by the King, and we've had really, really good discussions. So thank you very much on that score. We're now going to meet the other traditional leaders who are waiting on the other side, and with them too we will have broad-ranging discussions in the presence of the King as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very quick questions.
Mr. President, you'll have to excuse me. If I don't ask this question, my bosses are going to terminate my contract of employment.
Yes.
International Criminal Court, South Africa's case. Do we have a strong enough case? What will be some of the main points that will be presented by the legal team that has been assembled by the Minister of DIRCO, the Minister of Justice, and yourself?
It is the International Court of Justice, ICJ. Our legal team is a high-level team comprised of leading legal minds, legal eagles, I should call them, in South Africa, a number of senior counsels, as well as judges. What I'm really pleased about is that our legal team has a number of women as part of the team. We've also got international lawyers based in UK largely, including Professor John Dugard, who is a legal eagle par excellence, who is also well versed and well experienced with matters that have to do with the International Court of Justice. We are going to be arguing our case, and our Minister of Justice will do the opening statement at the court, and thereafter our legal team will then argue our case. And our case is simple and straightforward. It is about taking steps, and we have taken the steps to approach the International Court of Justice to make an intervention to try and stop the genocide that is happening in Palestine, in Gaza especially, and where we felt very strongly that apart from pledging our solidarity with the people of Palestine, it is a matter of human and natural justice that the genocide that is unfolding there should be stopped. We have called for this at a political level on a number of forums around the world, and the slaughter and the genocide of Palestinians in Gaza has not stopped. And we felt that we should resort to the International Court of Justice. We do so out of principle. As South Africans, we went through a very bitter struggle when we struggled against apartheid. And in Israel, we see similar features of what we struggled against. And we see a horrific genocide being perpetrated against the people of Palestine. And we have had no choice but to make this intervention. And as our democratic original president said, Nelson Mandela, we will not be free. Our freedom will not be complete until the freedom of the Palestinians is also achieved. So we are led by this. We are grounded on the principle of pledging our solidarity with the Palestinians. And that is why we've taken this unprecedented step. Thank you.
Thank you, Siyabong.
Mr. President, just a question. Sorry, Puleli Tweety Jones from ENCA. Issue around load shedding back at stage 2 again. Earlier today, there was a protest in this particular area where residents were complaining about electricity issues. Does this still remain a concern, particularly because you've extensively highlighted how you want to end load shedding, working with the other ministries as well, but it seems to be a persisting issue affecting the economy?
Yeah, we did say that load shedding is not going to be overcome in a short space of time. We are pulling out all stops to ensure that we bring down the levels of load shedding, the incidence of load shedding, and we are focused on this. We've just given the Minister of Electricity more authority and powers, working together with the Minister of Public Enterprises to be more focused on addressing this issue of load shedding. And I'm confident that we will be able to address it to a satisfactory level. In fact, to even eliminate load shedding. The units that we have need to go under service, and then they are taken off service, and that results in load shedding. But we are taking care that we should continuously be ensuring that the incidents of load shedding are brought down quite extensively. So we will continue to work on that. And I'm sure we will get rid of load shedding.
The last one, very last.
It's me. Mr. President, Alpha here from Eyewitness News. What do you make of the voice note that's making the rounds from former NEC member Nathi Nhleko, voicing concerns over many issues in the party, including the matter of the SG and the matter of former President Jacob Zuma? And another question, Action SA has requested that the IEC investigate your settlement, or the ANC settlement with Ezulwini. What do you make of the claim that there could be some dodgy dealings between the settlement?
Well, I have not heard this voice note, so I'm not able to comment on it. And the settlement that was done through the TG's office, and it's fairly straightforward. It's a settlement of a debt, and so whoever wants to look at that may do so if they so wish. It's a settlement of a debt that the ANC had. So that is the end of the matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President.
Thank you.
Well, we come out of that. Of course, that was the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. He is currently in KwaMhlanga, mobilizing support there ahead of the January 8th statement. Of course, it is day 2 of the ANC's 112th birthday celebrations. Our reporter Samkele Maseko is there, and he will be giving us a little bit later on just a wrap of the day's proceedings, and we'll go to him a little bit later on. But let's go now back to our top story. The DA and Action SA are some of the political parties that have opened a criminal case against the Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Blade Nzimande. Now, this follows damning allegations contained in an audio recording by Outer purporting the minister to have received kickbacks from NSFAS service providers.